The thyroid gland is a very important gland that is normally located at the anterior part of the neck, which is really the front of the neck, butterfly shaped. Very important because it is responsible for overall metabolism of the body. And this is made possible by the hormones that it is producing, which is the thyroid hormone, which really is T3 and T4. So T3 is the hyperactive one, has a short half-life, and T4 is a chill one, longer half-life. But really both of them are thyroid hormones. So they are responsible for production of heat, synthesis of protein, synthesis of glucose in our bodies, and a lot more. So we start by understanding how these thyroid hormones are formed in the first place, so that subsequently, as you go on, it will make more sense to you. Yeah? So the thyroid hormone is normally produced as a result of a process that starts up here in the brain, and it starts in a place called the hypothalamus. So from the hypothalamus, thyrotropin releasing hormone is produced. The thyrotropin releasing hormone makes its way to the pituitary gland, our master gland, the point at which the thyroid stimulating hormone is produced. Now this thyroid stimulating hormone makes its way all the way from the brain to the thyroid, where now we officially start making these thyroid hormones, which really is a process that involves iodine in the body being brought into the thyroid gland, and from that point the iodide being brought in from the body into the gland, and then the iodide being converted into iodine, then the iodine combining with something we call tyrosine, and from that point we get components that form as T3 and T4. So when the thyroid is affected, we tend to get one of these two, either hyperthyroidism, a condition where these thyroid hormones are being overproduced, and as a result we get symptoms and discomfort, and of course things go haywire, or hypothyroidism, whereby the thyroid hormone is underproduced. So when you look at the whole process from the point where we have the hypothalamus to the point where we get the T3 and T4, anything that disrupts any of those processes can lead to either hypo or hyperthyroidism. So let's start from up here. We have the hypothalamus gland and we have the pituitary gland. So what most commonly would affect these two glands are maybe infective diseases or brain injury or even tumors, and from our last video also Sheehan syndrome, which really leads to the death of the pituitary gland. When you're coming down here to the thyroid, now that we have to involve iodine, that means if you have deficiencies of iodine or excesses of iodine, it in one way or another contributes to either getting hyper or hypo. And also there could be autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases we have previously discussed in other videos that are infections whereby the body attacks its own cells. So in the case whereby we are likely to get hyperthyroidism, we get it in a state called Graves' disease, where the thyroid gland just overproduces T3, T4, T3, T4, T3, T4. And in hypothyroidism, we have Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is a condition where now we have affected this area and we are going all low on producing T3 and T4. Okay, so when we have hyperthyroidism, we tend to have symptoms such as excessive sweating, anxiety, eating without gaining weight, a lot of GI conditions such as vomiting and diarrhea, a quickened heart rate, and even breathing rate. The hypothyroidism is the flip of all this. We have patients who are depressed, patients who are constipated, they eat less, and they are cold intolerant. Really, it's like in hyperthyroidism, the body is rushing. In hypothyroidism, the body is just, in a way, let's say, shutting down. So depending on the cause of either of the two, then the right measures are taken. So when you have a case where we have brain injury or we have tumors that might be up here, that is up to either removal or sorting out the issue around there. When you have iron deficiency, you get iron supplementation. In an issue whereby at any point it was necessary for the thyroid to be removed because of complications, or maybe we had lumps that were producing the thyroid hormone, and on top of that they were impairing the way the patient was breathing, more often than not the thyroid gland will be removed. And then that happens, you're more likely to get hypothyroidism. because the gland is not there. So in cases as that, the thyroid hormone is normally replaced for life because you need it for metabolism and things to work within the system. In situations whereby we have infections, of course, you sort the infections and the whole issue goes away. And every other cause that comes, of course, it is remedied in the right way it should.